Hey everyone, Michelle here, and I am working on a layout for the May limited edition kit from my creative scrapbook. Now, every month you do get a sketch with your kit, and so I am doing my sketch layout here. So I have my pictures picked out, and full disclosure, I actually worked on this layout a few weeks ago and then went on vacation and didn't have time to do my voiceovers. So going to be talking about things in the past a little bit, but I do want to use this background paper. I just love the really organic look with the flowers. And I am going to use these two pictures. Now, these are from, let's see, these are from Estes Park and Rocky Mountain National Park. We were there last fall, and so even though this is a wildflowers type of line, I works really well for any outdoors types of photos. And I really like that the little journal pages down at the bottom right. That's just a really good base for my clusters as I am going to be turning my sketch. I'm kind of looking at it. Do I like the pictures going up and down? But I do decide to have them next to each other instead. And so that is going to change the dynamic of this page. I'm thinking about using this large butterfly, but I decide to hold off on him. And here we go. I'm speeding it up as I am ready to start making some decisions. So I am going to do them next to each other, as I said earlier. And I am trying to decide if I want to do anything to the background, what I might want to map my photos on, etc. So I looked at that uh, wood paper, but I decide against it. And I really like the clouds and such in this pattern paper that has the house below it. Since my pictures have a lot of blue sky in them, I decide I am going to use that for that sketch element that goes across the page, even though in the sketch it's actually going vertically. So it's going to look something like this. And I am trying to figure out, okay, I want the cloud to show, so I switched it over so the cloud was in the upper left. Try to decide if I want to do any sort of border on my little strip there, and I decide against that. You'll see me play with it here and there. So there's quite a few elements to the sketch that I really liked, and one of them was the block behind the photos, the patterned paper block, and so I'm definitely going to do that. I really like this yellow patterned paper. I have cut out quite a few pieces out of the patterned paper. I did some fussy cut for some flowers, so I want to use one of those blocks, and I am going to use some sort of framed element above my picture. And that is the one I decide to go with little b. I do want to have a larger element of some sort over there to the right as well. So I look at a few things and I decide on this little bird house. And so a lot of the elements that I'm going to go forward are here on this page. Excuse me. Now, for a title, I'm going to use one of the cut files that is in the shop at my Creative Scrapbook. As a subscriber, you have access to the cut files that are there on the site, and I'm going to use Everyday Adventures. And so I cut out my Everyday Adventures. Actually, I have that going on in the background on my Cricut as we speak. And so I want to, with this background, I do want it to stand out just a little bit more. I don't want to do a whole lot to it, but I am going to ink the edges to kind of bring out that brown that is the uh, in the paper in those horizontal lines. And so I use Vintage Photo for that. And I do want both my pictures and my pattern paper block behind them to stand out a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and back all three of those elements in white. So here I have my everyday adventures, and I decide, hopefully I don't show you this whole, well, I guess I have to speed up. So I'm pulling it off of my mat, and I am going to go ahead and trim off the adventure part and recut it in that same cloud blue with clouds patterned paper that I have using for the strip there. So there is that. And I sliced out all of the contours. So the white is going to be the backing. I am going to, or the white is going to be the trim on the backing. The blue is going to be the solid behind it, as well as the adventures. And so I'm going to go ahead and adhere those together and trim off that adventures word. And this is what I have so far. So you can see uh, all of that is starting to come together. I still need to back my pattern paper piece there in white. And so there is that in action. And then I will also use Vintage Photo to ink the edges for those white pieces as well. And so this kit is just really lovely, very easy to use, very well curated. And so if you have any sort of nature photos, that'll really work with this kit. You'll see some of the layouts that I do are like this one, not really wildflower or Easter oriented. I didn't really have any Easter photos, but as you'll see with some of the other designers, the Easter elements in this kit, you can bring them forward and use as an Easter layout, or you can do like what I have done and choose the other elements. So have plenty to work with as things are double-sided and really easy to make your own. So you saw me there putting just a little bit of foam behind that fussy cut flower element. I am going to put my little birdhouse there on top of it. I've done all the fussy cutting for that. That is part of the cut apart piece that comes in the kit. I am looking at my butterfly up, or I'm sorry, my little framed bee up at the top. And now I'm just looking for other elements to make it feel complete. There's quite a few little florals in the kit. Obviously, there is the 3D paper florals that are iconic for the limited edition kit. So I'm definitely going to use some of those, trying to figure out which I want to go forward with. I am going to use this larger green uh, leaf asper bit. And so if I can spit out my words, I see the other designers using these leaves really well. I just need to start getting in the habit of using them more because they are really uh, a great element to use on your layouts. And so I am going to use that little tag as part of a base for a little cluster up at the top there. And just looking for other elements, I'm going to use some bees, some more little flowers. And then I am also going to take a look at my little floral uh, elements here and decide what I want to do for the centers. So the ones with the brown centers, they don't have a real high profile. They spread pretty easily. The pink one was a little high for me. This is going in an album. And so I decide to go ahead and remove that center piece. And do I remove it or do I just not like it? Now that I'm looking back at it, maybe I just didn't like it. And I am going to use some white pearls to cover it. And so it looks more of like what I did. Like I said, it's been a few weeks, and so I don't really remember all of my thought process. So this is a great revisit for me as well. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere my flowers there. And I typically use the Tim Holtz collage medium that I have there. I'll hold it down for a bit and let that dry. I am going to go ahead and adhere my title. I haven't done that yet. And so I don't think I use any foam on this. I'm looking at it. It looks like I just attach it straight to the layout since there are other elements that are kind of popping up. I'm going to go ahead and use those green leaves that I was talking about earlier and the cream flower there. And then the main thing that is remaining is going through chipboard words and finding some sentiments that I like. I'll fill in a few gaps here and there with the pink flowers. But then I am going to start looking at some of the verbiage. And so, I love to use little word strips to kind of complete the clusters. And so once I get these flowers on here, I am going to add sunshine up at the top left and then wild bloom down at the bottom right. And so I'm getting pretty close to being complete with this layout. So thank you so much for watching my process. I appreciate all of your support. Any kind words or subscribes or thumbs up, all of it really helps me develop my channel. And I know there's a lot of content out there, so I appreciate you choosing to spend some time with me. So I'll have more layouts coming out for May in the next few days. Be sure to check out the My Creative Scrapbook May limited edition kit, as well as any of the others that she has available there. She has a main kit, a creative kit, an album kit, and they are all gorgeous. So I will see you on my next video. Here are some close-ups, and have a great day. Thank you, everyone.